This hack is a no. It's a fail. I advise nobody to try that hack. Hello everyone, so today we're going to be trying some viral makeup hacks, and we're going to be seeing if it's a hack or a hassle. But first, cue the music.
It's the other Huda, not the one you're new to. She's here to share reviews, perhaps a laugh or two to.
Hello everyone, so today we're going to do some viral makeup hacks, and we're going to see if it's a hack or a hassle. First, we're going to do a hack for our makeup base.
This makeup tip is so underrated, but it's one of the most important things to do for flawless makeup. Start with a hydrating primer to make sure your skin is well hydrated. This will make sure your makeup blends smoothly on your skin without patchiness. And then use translucent loose setting powder to set that primer in place and to create a matte base for your foundation. So I like to use a damp beauty sponge, and I like to focus on my pores because this will also help minimize the pores. It also helps to absorb oiliness throughout the day. Once you've applied your powder, spray your skin with a setting mist to meld that powder with your skin. Now you want to go in with your foundation. You'll notice it blends seamlessly with your skin, and it's less likely to break down or get patchy throughout the day. And that's because you've created the perfect makeup base by using powder before foundation, giving you a natural and flawless finish all day long. Try it and let me know if it's helpful.
This is my vibe. Okay, let's test this out. So I'm gonna get my primer. We're gonna use, she said, a nice hydrating primer, right? I'll use this one from Pat McGrath, the Skin Fetish Sublime Primer. Minimizing pore and getting rid of that oily shine. I think we're going to go in with Huda Beauty powder in the color Kanafa. Kanafa. It's like one of my favorite desserts. We set our primer with powder, so let's see. Get our brush. We're gonna bake a cake. No, not really. You don't want a cake on your face. Okay, she's like set all over. I tend to get oily. I light up the room when I come in. I get that shiny. Wow. This is hell of a hack. We're just gonna brush that excess. Just now that we mattified, I guess the next hack that we'll try is for our eyebrows. So let's see.
Did you know that if you take a cool toned brown eyeshadow, something similar to your usual eyebrow pencil, and apply that with a brush all over your brow, use a Q-tip and micellar water to clean up the edges, and brush them out so they don't look blocky, you have an easy eyebrow hack that saves you time and money.
Okay, why not? Let's try this hack. Let's try this next hack. I guess this one really would be a time saver because I spend forever on my eyebrows because I have to correct the unfortunate microblading that I have. Definitely shortened my time that I spend on my makeup. So I'm gonna use the eyeshadow palette from Juvia's Place, the coffee shop palette, and I think we'll find the perfect brown. So this brown over here is more like my eyebrow color. Get a brush, pat, 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 pat. Oh my god, this looks terrible. Oh my god. My eyebrows! I look hilarious. Okay, I think that's... oh my god, I look like Groucho Marx. I don't have a Q-tip, but I have these cotton pads that I got from Japanese Taste, so I'll just use that and kind of damp it with some micellar water. We're gonna use our Garnier Tried and True. It's a very nice thin little fold. Try my best to shave. It would have been easier with a Q-tip. It would have definitely been a lot more easier. As cleaned up as I can get it. It's cleaned up, but yeah. It's a hack, but I think it's more of a hassle because it just looks weird. It doesn't look like, you know, it looks clearly like you put on eyeshadow on your eyebrows. There's no dimension that you would have gotten from like using eyebrow gel or eye pencil and drawing in hairs, I think that would have made it more natural. So now it just looks, it's quite obvious. Anyway, I'm gonna set this. It says our next hack could kind of get this rubbed off. So I'm gonna use this Kryolan fixing spray and just like set my eyebrows. We're just gonna spray it down. Oh my god, my eyebrows look hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna give this hack, it's a hassle. Okay, next hack, we'll try our hack for our foundation and our bronzer. What's with the Squid Game music? It's kind of sinister. Crazy. Okay, so I guess it's like we're gonna need saran wrap for this hack. I think this hack is gonna be more of a hassle than a hack, but I guess let's try it out anyway. We're gonna get some cling film for this hack. Ah! I can't breathe! This hack is, I think, gonna kill me. Oh my god. I guess pre-make the holes before you start. Yeah, this hack can be dangerous, so yeah. I'm gonna do this off of camera because it's kind of gross.
A few moments later.
Yeah, this hack is not really like, this is a dangerous hack. Okay, we're gonna take about 3 pumps of our Charlotte Tilbury Flawless airbrush. Get our iPod Nanny, huh? Alright, take our brush. Okay, this hack is so far a hassle. She Glam bronzer. We're gonna use the Save bronzer. Okay. We're gonna use the Rare Beauty Lush in the color Faith. Oh my god, this is crazy hack. Align it perfectly.
Oh my god, what is that?
Oh my god, I look crazy. I look hilarious. Oh my god, I can breathe. Don't try this hack. Don't try it at all. This is not a hack. This is a death sentence. Okay, I'm just gonna wet my sponge. Let the dogs out! Let's see how this looks. Also, this makes your job a lot more difficult because you're like, I have to really blend. I'm still out of breath. I'm gonna have to say this one is a pass for me. It's not a hack, it's a hassle. Oh, I can't breathe! This hack, I suggest nobody should try it. It's not a hack, it's a death sentence. It's a no-no for me.
And I just spray it with a setting mist and it kind of disappears. It reappears perfectly blended.
You're gonna tell me we've been baking wrong this entire time, wasting all that powder? Okay, here you go.
Okay, let's try this baking hack.
Okay, now it's gone. Let's dry. The way that everything looks so soft, blurred, and blended, this is a game changer.
Let's try this baking hack. We'll get our one size powder in the color Ultra Peach, because I want a peachy undertone. Actually, I'll mix some powders together. We'll get some of this peachy powder and mix it in with some of our Kanafa. I always like mixing my powders. You know, it gives a nice color. Okay, I guess now we'll just bake. So we're going to use first spray from the Alba, which melt our powder. Okay, I feel like I used a little too much powder. Maybe that's why it wasn't as good of a hack as I thought it would be. Let's just get our eyeshadow palette to fan. My skin does feel hydrated. It does look like it's my skin. I really should get a fan. Actually, what's crazy is I do have a fan over here. Yes, this is my favorite fan. I think it's starting to pop out. We need some blending in some places also, so I'll just get my sponge. But my cheeks is kind of a blended under my eyes. This hack would have been, I think, great if I didn't have like an extra layer of powder underneath. Okay, let's try our next hack. Okay, this is an interesting one. Why are we using utensils for a hack? Let's try this out. I'm gonna get a spoon. I'll use the eyeshadow palette from Juvia's Place, the coffee palette. We're going to get into the same color that I think we used for our eyeshadow. We'll do this one, the dark brown color. Pat, pat. I have no idea what's going on. Okay. Maybe I went a little too heavy, but not bad. Let's do the other side. I like the idea of bringing it down. Just looks interesting to me. Okay, good. I guess, yeah, don't get heavy-handed on it. Otherwise, it would have been a nice hack. We're gonna get into the gold. Okay. Oh my god. I think the hack would have worked if we didn't go a little too heavy-handed on it. So there's definitely a tip to kind of not do that. I'm just gonna kind of blend it out. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better. So I think for me that this hack was a fail. Let's try the... Why are we using utensils for all? I guess our next hack, we're using the rest of our utensils. We're using a fork. So the next hack is for our eyeliner. So I'm gonna use this long-wearing liquid eyeliner from Irando. At this point, I've been bombing all the hacks. So I guess you're supposed to put it on the last one. We're supposed to put it on like so. Okay, I think, and then we're supposed to like press. Release. Oh, we press and release. It's not really showing up. I guess you need to put on a lot of eyeliner. Press it in and release. It's not as satisfying as in the video. It's not really showing up. I have kind of a idea where I can trace. It gave me a little like traceable place, but yeah, I didn't really like stamp properly, but it kind of gave me like a traceable place. It kind of, yeah, left me with a sort of a guideline. It's not that bad, but it's not, you know, amazing hack. I would say this hack is, it's all right. It's not much of a hack because it did not transfer well, but at least it gave you a guideline on where to do your wing. So, not so bad. I finished my eye look. I added some eyelashes and I cleaned up the eyeliner a bit and added some mascara. So now let's do our lip hack. Ooh, I like a good lip hack actually. Oh. Actually, that's like... That, if my lips could look like that, I think this hack would be a success. So let's get our lip liner. So you're supposed to draw a heart shape and okay, and then we clean up, we put some foundation on our corners. Okay, we'll get a nude lipstick. I'm gonna use the Icon Baby from Charlotte Tilbury. Should we just stop here? I guess let's just blend this out and see what we get. Alright, we were supposed to do a red. Okay, and then we do our red and our... Oh my god, this is a disastrous look so far. Bratz Doll Lips is lip filler. This is not giving at all. You know what? It's not bad. I guess if we get some blush, maybe. Get our PK Beauty brush and just the NYX Back and Butter color. Just gonna kind of evenly distribute the product in our brush so we can get some color. Yeah, no, the lips are killing me. Yeah, I think I would personally do a little more lip lining and then like kind of line the corners and overline for that Bratz Doll, and then get our lipstick. That to me is more of a realistically Bratz Doll looking lips with your lips, but to get that exact look that she has, you need to do some lip fillers. Yeah, this looks, I think, better. We're just going to set off it. Okay, what do you think of my look? It's not so bad, right? Let's just get some earrings. I always feel like I need earrings.
5 minutes later.
Okay, we're just gonna add some earrings. These ones are from Asus. Okay. What do you think of my look? Not bad. Personally, I think the best hack was the primer hack, because that one is gonna be handy later on today. I do look mattified right now even. The baking hack was pretty good. I think maybe I shouldn't have underbaked to do that effect because it did sort of cake up a little, so I had to like press it down. I had to get a sponge and kind of blend it a bit and kind of like, you know, make it look like second skin and just, you know, make it look more natural and blend it down. The Bratz Lips is lip filler. This hack is a no. It's a fail. And our eyebrows, oh my god. I mean, when I did the rest of my makeup, it looked fine, but it's not the kind of, for drawing in like in visual hairs and having it look like my eyebrow. This hack looks like makeup. Our utensils hacks, yeah, it did not work. It's a fun gimmick, but maybe the eyeshadow one would have worked better if I wasn't as heavy-handed. But also, since I have hooded eyes, I don't have like a huge landscape between my under eye. So the hack didn't show up as great as it did for her in the video. I should have been less heavy-handed and not used such a dense brush, but instead use something that was a little bit more a light buffer brush and just went with a light shadow. And for my top eyelid, I should have used like maybe an angular brush to kind of do the wing for the eyeshadow. As for the fork liner trick, yeah, it did not work at all. It just wouldn't like transfer properly. I don't know, it just didn't work out for me. Maybe I used the wrong like liquid eyeliner. Maybe I used something that was too quick of a dry. But then if I used something that was a little too wet, also would have been messy. But at least what it did was kind of gave me like a guideline. It made a line for me that was like easy to use that as my guideline for my eyeliner. So was it completely bad? This was fun. Let me know which hack did you like and which hack you were like, this was a hell no for me. The worst hack for me personally was the foundation bronzer blush hack that was over the cling film. That was like a deadly hack. I advise nobody to try that hack. Let me know in the comments which hacks did you like or a hassle. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. Anyway, thanks for watching. Till next time, toodles!
She's here to share reviews, perhaps a laugh.